Okay, again, I put this one on the website, okay? I think I put on Monday. But anyway, so it's there. So please, relax and don't try to write things down at this time. And just listen. Okay, so we're here today, and then he said the exponent of the 19th Gaussian Mersenne Prime and odd composites. So we talked about these odd composites. So the odd composite is another avenue, another pathway that will basically take you back to the same place. And the same place keeps saying that 9 is supposed to have 127 verses. Okay? God insists upon that. Okay, so the exponent of the 19th Gaussian Mersenne Prime and odd composite. So I copied a lot of it, so they're not new, but I'm just going to sort of bullet-wise tell you how it actually goes back to odd composites, okay? Okay, the exponent of the 19th Gaussian Mersenne Prime is 353. 353 happens to be the sum of frequencies of Hha plus Meem in Surah 42, and 353rd regular prime happens to be 4253, and chapter 42 has 53 verses. So it immediately links it to each other. That 353 is supposed to be the count of Hha Meems in chapter 42, according to regular primes. Can you imagine that? Okay. Okay. 353rd composite happens to be 438, and 438 composite happens to be 538, and 538 non-Chen prime is 9127. There we go again, okay? So immediately 353 through 2 consecutive indices of composites connects you to 9127. And what was 353? 353 was the exponent of the 19th Gaussian Mersenne Prime. And these are the stuff from this century, not from 20th century, from this century now. Okay? Or 38 additive prime happens to be 6841, and you immediately notice that there is something special about 6841 because the sum of the digits adds up to 19. 6 plus 8 is 14, plus 4 is 8, 6 plus 8 is 14, plus 4 is 18, plus 1 is 19. Okay? So it's a very special additive prime. But 6841 happens to be the 532nd regular prime, and 532nd composite happens to be 651, and 651 composite happens to be 790. Let's see what's important about 790. 790th verse containing the word God is 9127. Right? So if you go to our translation, you see that I've numbered all of these things. So 790th verse containing the word God is 9127, which comes directly from these numbers. th lonely prime happens to be 9619, and guess what? Chapter 96 has 19 verses. That was the very first chapter that was revealed. Okay? Are we finished with 790? No. 790 in base 19 is 2698 in base 10. 2698 is the frequency of the word God in the entire Quran. So that basically tells you how many times the name of the author of this book has been mentioned in the book. And that it has no other option for 9 not to be anything else. It cannot be 9129 or whatever nonsense that they are talking about. It has to be 9127. This is a must according to this a number system that I'm showing you here. Okay. 532 happens to be the 432nd composite, and 432nd odd composite happens to be 1273. Okay, so what is 1273? 1273 is the frequency of the word God in 9127. Okay. Remember how we got this before? We had on our website, if you go to our website, you see it there, okay? On our website, I have it here. Okay. I said 19 is the index of prime 67, it's a prime composite 30, chapter 67 has 30 verses. 19 times 67 is 1273. 1273, which is the frequency of the word God from 11 to 9127. Okay, this is how we talked about it before. But now God has opened up another avenue. He says, look at the thing. Look at the Odd Composites. Odd Composite also says the same thing. Can you imagine that? It's just amazing. Okay? So these numbers are all talking to us from so many different ways, different passageway, that takes you exactly to the same place. Okay? And so again, as I said, we are blessed by this, and we are humble and honored that this is actually being explained to us, and God is so generous to us and so kind and merciful that He's increasing our knowledge and tell us that this is the way to do it, and this is the way to glorify Him and praise Him and commemorate His name. Think about Him. Okay. Think about that you have things that other people don't have, and you should be extra grateful for that. That you've been endowed with that kind of blessing. Okay? The fact that you're getting a paycheck every month is supposed to be a source of appreciation and thanks and to God that you have that paycheck is coming in, or any other source of income that you have. And that is all of these things that you have. You have, your health and everything, and that's supposed to be a source of appreciation and gratefulness towards God. And so here that we are learning this knowledge, that this is basically light that God is shining upon us, illuminating our minds and our hearts, that we become a better servant of His. So this is all supposed to be a source of joy and fulfillment and contentment for us. Okay? So I'm going to stop here, and we'll